Hi Virgo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross spread as always, and also pulled the Four Agreements and Wisdom of the Oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology guys we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have the moon. Well, we just had the full moon eclipse in your sign recently, and the 29th of March, we're going to have a new moon eclipse in Aries, which is your 8th house. We'll have a full moon in Libra on April 12th, and that's your 2nd house of possession, self-worth, finances, and then toward the very end of April, we'll have a new moon in Taurus. So usually if I see the moon pop up, I would say definitely paying attention to those key lunar cycles can be important for you this month. So those are the main ones to keep in mind. All right, we have Leo. So astrologically speaking, we're going to have Mars move into Leo. It was there at one point, retrograded back into Cancer, but now around the 18th, it will move back into Leo. And for you guys, Leo is your 12th house of spirituality, blind spots, and mental health. And we have 3. So 3rd house energy for you guys is Scorpio. It's a little quiet there, astrologically speaking. When we get into May, we'll have a full moon in Scorpio. But at least for April, it's going to be a little quiet. But yeah, we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have Judgment, and challenging that, we have the Emperor. So this is actually a Scorpio energy right here for me usually, and then this is the Major Arcana card for Aries. But primarily what I'm seeing with this could just be saying that something from your past is coming back around for you to review again at this time, and could be maybe because of the Venus retrograde, or it could be because of the Mercury retrograde, maybe a combination of the two even. But seeing that Emperor energy in the challenge position could just be saying a couple things. One could just be saying maybe this is something where you haven't really been able to muster up the energy to address the situation. For others of you, could just be saying that all this energy that we're talking about playing out during Aries season could be what finally brings this back up to the surface for you guys to look at this month. In the foundation position, we have the Page of Wands. So this is an exploratory energy, so maybe there is a part of you that does want to get out and actually take action. So yeah, it could just be saying that with the Aries energy, that's finally going to bring that back to the forefront for you guys. Maybe this is saying that coming into Aries season, you've just been feeling a little bit more sluggish, right? Feeling like you couldn't take on something that you needed to take on. So that could be what that's pointing to there. All right, in the past position, we have the 3 of Wands. So speaking of Aries energy, this is an Aries card here. And yeah, so for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe you felt like you'd done everything that you needed to do in the situation, right? So that could have been why you stopped taking action toward it. And now there could be something that comes up this month that shows you that maybe there was a little piece of the puzzle missing that would show that, okay, oh, actually there was something more that I needed to do to get to that level of completion I was hoping for. In the present position, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is actually the court card for your sign. So yeah, it could just be saying that at the very least in this moment, you're feeling like yourselves, you're feeling confident and able to move forward. This is a slow moving energy, generally speaking, as far as the Knights go, but it is pretty stable. So as far as if you're coming forward to present something to someone, I feel like this is saying that you're in a good energy to do so right now, and this looks like something that you gave a lot of thought to. All right, in the near future position, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is Cancerian energy here. And all right, so one way I could see this playing out is, let's say if this is a person from your past that you're reconnecting with, right? Whether it be a friend, family member, romantic partner, you name it. With the Knight of Pentacles, it could just be saying that maybe you're coming forward to them in a more practical way, right? Reopening the lines of communication. But with this in the near future, it could just be saying that maybe you're holding back a little bit as far as how you're feeling around the situation emotionally. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, this is more Aries energy here. And yeah, so seems to point to what we were mentioning as a possibility with the Emperor and the challenge, which is just saying that seems like the energies at play as Aries season plays out just puts you in a position where you do want to take action toward a situation that maybe in the past you just hadn't had the energy to do. In the environment position, we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, so for some of you, this is pointing to the energy that you were coming out of, like we mentioned already. For others of you, this could just be saying that maybe this is the other person in the scenario as well, right? So it could just be saying that maybe this is partially why you realized you did need to take the lead, right? Because maybe you felt like, okay, the other person I'm dealing with, maybe they're a little overwhelmed. So if the ball's going to get rolling, the ball's in my court at this point. I'm going to have to be the one to do it. In the environment position, we have the Five of Wands. So this is Leo energy here. So yes, ultimately this could just be saying that maybe this is a fear of yours, that maybe you have a fear that this would turn into some kind of a conflict, right? So again, like we said, maybe this is someone that you had a falling out with for whatever reason. And maybe for that matter, it could even be, given that the Emperor's in a challenge, didn't necessarily come across to me this way initially, but let's say this is even a boss from an old job, right? And now you have to come back to that place of employment and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't leave things on the best of terms with them in the past, but now I have to come back, right? So it could even be something like that where like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to come forward, but I'm a little worried this might be something that could cause conflict, right? But for others of you, it could be more of an emotional connection, like I said, whether it be a friend, romantic partner, a family member, but it looks like either way you're presenting it a bit more casually, right? And holding back on the emotional side of things because maybe you are aware, like, okay, you know what, this could devolve into this big conflict. So let me just come forward, plant the seed initially and see what happens. All right, in the outcome position, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, this looks like a positive here as far as to me this says that as we progress through April and as we move toward Taurus season, this looks like even if there was an energy of a more combative side of things with the Emperor and the challenge, it looks like it'll progress more toward the Hierophant. So like this is saying that you could have faith that the situation will work out well. All right, and the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, so ultimately this could just be saying that there is the desire for fairness around the situation as well. So for, like I said, so for some of you, that could play out as far as you realizing, okay, this person seems a little overwhelmed, so I'm going to have to be the one to take action in the situation, right? Or, okay, I know this could maybe turn into a conflict, so I'll just come forward, reestablish the connection, right? And then anything beyond that will build up slowly. So different ways this could be playing out. And then given that this is Libra energy and there will be that full moon in Libra as well, this could even be pointing to the timeline as far as when that really starts to play out. All right, from the Four Agreements deck, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, and it says Ignore the Opinions of Others. All right, it says whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system, so whatever they think about you is not about you, but it is about them. So yeah, that was an interesting message there. At the very least, this makes me think of what we were saying as far as, you have Mercury retrograde energy going on, Venus retrograde energy going on, right? So there could definitely be miscommunications and maybe things coming across more harshly than they were intended, things along those lines. But that's a situation you feel like you're going through. Hopefully that resonated. All right. And from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, we have Yin. There's the artwork, and the number is 2. All right. Essential meanings says the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. The oracle's message: this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So, definitely an interesting message there, right? Because this seemed to point more to receptivity and allowing. And for some of you, maybe this is what I was saying as far as you might realize that, okay, if I'm going to get the situation rolling, I'm going to have to be the one to initiate, right? With the Knight of Pentacles energy there. And then maybe this is you falling more into that feminine energy from there, right? Like, okay, I'll reopen the lines of communication, then I'll step back into the femininity and let them take the lead from there. All right, the relationship message says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, self-awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Because maybe for some of you, part of the issue there was trust, right? So maybe this Emperor energy was saying that you had your guard up very high. Because even here, the Knight of Pentacles, they are still in armor, right? So maybe this is saying, okay, you're going to consciously make that effort to let your guard down somewhat. Okay, the prosperity message says this is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel? Bask in your success. Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. So yeah, that could be another indicator that for some of you, this is more about trust within yourselves, right? To put your guard down, to let go a little bit, to let others have the control to an extent. So, hope whatever resonates with you guys, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.